Sonia, Amber, and Blessing.
Love it or hate it, as for me, I love LA.
Scotty, Nevin, and Brian, would you guys please take your place on the stage? Neither of your songs won tonight, and neither of your songs worked tonight.
Nevin, Brian, and Scotty, your song was not memorable, it was not emotional, and it did not speak to us. Sonia, Blessing, and Amber, your song was trite, confusing, and uninspiring.
Scotty, Brian, and Nevin, you are the losing team. And unfortunately, one of you will be going home tonight.
Sonia, Blessing, and Amber, the only thing that saved you was the melody in the love it or hate it part of your hook. Gotcha. Love it or hate it is one of the only things I remember out of this whole thing. Other than that, you would have been in last place.
I do want to say this. It took too long to get to the hook. So you should have started it off with the hook, if that's the strongest part.
You are safe. Will you please go back to the studio? Scotty, I'm curious about the team dynamic and how this process worked. Who came up with what? If you could give me some insight.
I wrote most of the chorus. Brian wrote a lot of the melodies. Nevin would throw out stuff, but everything would throw out would kind of be cliche.
Trevor?
First and foremost, I thought that the chorus was vapid and dull. It kind of felt like a Broadway show tune.
What we liked originally was your feeling, right, Scotty? We liked that. We responded to that. Jewel and I responded to that. But what happened was all the feeling was in your vocal. It was like you were trying to sell the song with your vocal. The lyrics and the emotion within the song have to sell it. Nevin, what did you do with the song? Tell us.
I wrote, they want you to lose, they need you to fail.
Who's they?
Wanted to change that too.
Who's they?
Right.
Own it.
It's just so alienating if you set up a song like they say, because as a listener, they hear they and they think of them. So what you did is you just alienated everybody listening to it.
You know, I tried to contribute some good lyrics. It didn't happen.
I'm the person that y'all would have to send this song to, the record company. And I'm gonna tell you like that, I got ADD. If you give me a record and it don't catch me in the first 2-3 seconds, I'm on my BlackBerry and that song is out the window.
Nevin and Brian, Scotty wrote the hook, right? So he did a lot of work before you got there, basically. So your job should have been to look at the hook and see if it made sense. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Nevin and I obviously had limitations of what we can change because we have to use the hook.
We did tell you to collaborate, and we did say to use this as a starting point and to refine, to change.
I always try to find the best in a song.
How does that tie into this? You saw the best in his hook without trying to improve it?
Yeah.
So we all want to get to the bottom of who was responsible for the failures of your song.
It's crazy to think about it this way, but if we are in the bottom of the pack, that means, technically speaking, the person who contributed most to this weak song would be Scotty.
Or should it be the person that didn't speak up and steer the person back on track? Nevin, Brian, and Scotty, we do have a lot to discuss. Please go back to the studio while we decide who will be going home. Thanks.
Thank you. Music is my life. That's what gets me going. That's what keeps my heart beating. Like, there's a good chance right now that they're gonna be taking my life away from me.